Thomas Logan, Kevin's no Marxist. He's a good dude, served his country and supports our Second Amendment rights. He's just an old school Michigan Dem. When Kev was growing up, the Dems were anti-establishment. 50 years later, the Dems have now become the establishment. Kev will eventually catch up. Interesting observation about the evolution of the parties over time.
Well, I'm never going to be, I'm never going to vote or have an inkling to vote to keep the white man in power. I'm not driven. I'm not.
As a cause, you mean? You'd vote
Right.
for a white man, I hope.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I voted for Biden.
Right. But you're saying just as a cause to keep it exclusive.
I was looking back at like the people I voted for, and I voted for Reagan twice, and then I want to think I voted for because I know I was I think I voted for Carter. Then
Reagan.
who was after Carter? No, okay, it was Carter. No, I didn't vote for Carter. Reagan was my first vote in '80.
Oh. And then 84. I can't imagine you pulling the lever for Mondale, right?
No, no.
Then Bush Dukakis would have been 88, I think.
And I think no. What was the? Was it Bush Dukakis?
Bush Dukakis was 88, and then Bush Clinton was 92.
I must.
And Lloyd Benson was in there somewhere too, wasn't he?
Well, fucking Ross Perot was in there.
Ross Perot was 92.
Yeah.
It was Bush, Clinton, Perot.
I had a Perot sticker on the back of my Cadillac.
Of course you did. Of course you did. You waited for the right disruptor to come along, and Kevin said, "That's the horse I'm getting on."
Fuck yeah.
That motherfucker. Oh, good God. And then, then 80. 96 was Clinton, Dole.
I did, yeah. But it was, I've actually voted for Ross Perot in the 92.
Not in 96, though, right? Because
no,
he ran again under
no, 96 I voted for Clinton. And then, when did Kerry? I voted for
John Kerry. Was
I lost both of those.
2008.
I lost.
Oh, no, 4.
I lost. I voted Gore. I voted John Kerry. Then I voted for Barack. Then I voted for Barack. Then I voted for Hillary. Then I voted for Joe Biden. And then I voted for Kamala Harris.
You could have dropped a huge swerve right there when you got to 2024, Ken. Is there no worker? Is there no worker left in you?
No, because it's we got our ass kicked, man.
Yeah, I'm saying you should.
We got fucking smoked. I take. You got to take the good with the bad in life.
That's what I was explaining to my daughter. Both my daughters were pretty upset. This was my oldest daughter's first election. I told her, I said, "You're going to live through good presidencies, bad presidencies, people you voted for and not voted for. Might as well get used to it now."
And my whole thing is that I'm not going into this next presidency, the 47th presidency. I'm not going into it with negativity.
So you're optimistic.
You have to be. Isn't that part of being American?
I don't know if I didn't know anything about the prior, but we lived through 2016 to 2020. So I think we were educated on what to. It's not a blind faith. We kind of know.
But it's not a follow-up. It's a Grover Cleveland. It's a once in 100 years. It's like fucking. It's like the most improbable. I just didn't see this happening.
Right.
I mean, I just think
Mhm.
that, and it did. And like I said, it was a wake up call for me. It was a wake up call for um, not my values in any form or fashion, but how my fellow Americans are fucking hurting.
They are there are always going to be pockets in the country that are certainly hurting, and it would
Well,
always be my hope that who
when you pull and 25% of them are fucking severely in financial fucking trouble, and another 50% are somewhat fucked up. It's I don't see how, you know, it's amazing we were able to be as close as we were.
in the election. And
Yeah.
you do you believe, as you say that there's anything in the policy that's been advertised by the incoming administration that's going to alleviate that hurt?
I saw something today. Um, I don't know if it's true or whatever, but that there was a phone conversation and Trump talked to Hamas and there was talk of a ceasefire. And I mean, you read all kind of shit. I mean, I didn't vet that in any form or fashion. I probably shouldn't, but it's one of those things where um, I think that he was validated in this election. Um, and I think that he's going to be a different president.
Than he was
He
before?
was the for yeah.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Hamas in
Well,
Israel is a weird thing to go to,
yeah.
just because
Well,
that's
I
a religious war. It's no one in Washington. I mean, he's
no,
got everyone convinced that they think he's tough. So the religious war of how many fucking thousand years is just going to go away because Trump's tough.
no.
No one in Washington's solving that problem.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it won't. I just didn't feel that. I worry about NATO, but then I did some research on Poland, and Poland is basically. I mean, abortion is completely outlawed in any form or fashion in Poland.
Mhm.
You're jailed if you perform it as a doctor. You are jailed if you have one as a female. There are LGBTQ free zones throughout Poland, and if you look at a map of the LGBTQ free zones in Poland, it looks like a map of North and South Carolina. South Carolina being the free zone.
Is
Um,
that a fact? I didn't know. Is that a fact?
Steve, see if you can find the LGBTQ free
Free
zone
zone.
map of Poland. There we go.
There it is.
The red is the
Restricted.
yes.
Okay.
That's so. And if they come through Ukraine, that's where they go next.
Right. Right. Right.
And you say to yourself like, oh wow, what a fucking democracy they're going to be battling in that that fucking.
Is that does that happen to be the border? I'm looking for the South Koreans on a border. Is that the one?
It's like, and they've got like a border wall. Is it Belgrade or where's the? There's fucking man. I read there's like somewhere, and like they've got refugees trapped between the walls, and it was one of those. It's like anything else in life, you know. You fucking you're so worried about uh your home base, and then as you start researching and going into because one of the things I also found, and it's a, you know, it's for conversation, but that we have never sent the Ukrainians enough to win. We've basically given them enough for them to kind of hold where they're at. So,
Well, it's like training wheels.
yeah, but I mean,
You can't
if
fight the fight for them.
no, but it's the same token. It's like you can't give them fucking billions and billions and billions of dollars forever. You know, it's like,
No,
are you really going to put fucking $43,000 into your 20-year-old Mercedes?
yeah. Well, but there's a whole other show to talk about.
Oh, I know,
Draw
but I'm just
comparisons to Hitler marching west,
I
and when do you stop it? And
well, I mean, it's like
is there
each
a
and
global responsibility? Is I guess
yeah,
what I'm
but
saying.
each and every day though, man, I just hear Michael Sipes singing just a little bit louder,
It's the end of the world as we know it. Is that what you're talking about?
and I feel fine.